This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Vauldemare here with more Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson, and Lady over here for more game. So, let's figure out who is lying. Amongst other things, of course. And if I could just fix my audio setup there. Yeah, there you go. Now I can actually hear everything. I'm not going to cut that out. I'm not that professional. I'm professional enough, but I'm pretty lazy. So, too bad. Anyway, so I've already asked all the questions I can from her. And I gotta remember to set up my audio before I start. I always forget to do that. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's definitely annoying when you catch yourself and you're like, ugh. Alright, there's... just see if there's any last minute... Nope, I guess not. Alright. Let's leave out of here. Go into this place. Alright. I know there's a couple areas we still haven't... that we haven't got to examine yet. I can already tell this is going to be just a little bit longer than the previous.
It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
I know it'll be a little bit longer than the previous one. I'm still surprised how long that lasted. Like how short it was. Like, you're just like, what? It's already over. What? What the hey? Oh, we got multiple pots. Anyone want some pot? Anyone want a peanut? Ah! That's not important. Have I checked everywhere? Is it just me now checking on people? Let's see, because I've already been through here, right? It looks like it's me basically going through other areas again just to verify I've been through everywhere. Yeah, I've been here already. Oh yeah, I still need to open up that safe. I still haven't figured out what that puzzle is. But I haven't really messed with it since, so, you know, you'll excuse me if it wasn't the highlight of my journey.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if they'll stay open or if they'll close automatically. Okay, it stays open. That must have something to do with the, with something. You know, with the stuff in the light. Alright, so... let's see, we've already been through here. Sorry for me going through old areas again. I'll just run past them. Run. Just making sure I found everything. Oh, I wonder if there's more questions I can ask him. Yeah, I think there's like ones about the symbols, what they actually mean.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
That's not true. You are a liar. Okay. Albert's
and
hopes,
yes,
because
I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me, have you ever
Your dad
heard
is
of
a douche.
the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
We shall see you again, my pretty. That wasn't probably annoying, was it? Yeah, I gotta solve the thing of the safe. The thing is, usually there's like a thing that's supposed to pretty much give me an obvious, like, regalation of like how I'm supposed to... okay, here we go. I think I got it now. Hold on. Okay. That way. That way. Oh, I see. That is interesting. Okay, 2 that way, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 3. Okay, I see how it goes. That makes sense. Alright. And then 2 this way. And then 3 this way. And then 3 this way. And then I assume 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... Oh, okay, it's 5 then. Huh, interesting. Alright, we got this. I hate answering puzzles when I don't know what the actual answer is, like just guessing. It kind of annoys me, actually. Like, it means I never actually got the actual answer right, you know? I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but that's how I feel. I'd rather get the answer than just guess it. Yay! I am so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. Probably the people who first saw me try that, they're like, yeah, it looks like that, man. You should have known the first time. And I'm like, I'm not as smart as you, okay? God. Anyway. Ooh, letters. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I'm paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary and precious rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species and from those who might wish to use them for dubious purposes. The divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889? So I must respectfully ask you to once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of the Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday as always. Is that Boodles? Okay, Montague done. Alright then. Alright, let's see what this letter says. Mr. Dunn, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. Wait, is this like some cult against taking plants? Ugh. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie we need not elaborate that was reported in the press in the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon your family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The divine syndicate. I think they're talking about us taking the plants, and they're like, "Don't they're evil."
We don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Why? Debt to Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn. Rental of suite of rooms at Oxford Street and educational scholarship at the London University. Credits opened at Hamilton, Radigan House Tailors, and at Baird's and Son Luxury Jewelry. Wait a minute. So he was like taking her money to spend on other things or something? Huh. What an asshole. If I'm reading that right, I could be reading it completely wrong. All right, let's put together some. Okay, let's see. Well, you might want to fire Miss White. The money that Montague Dunn regularly gives to Miss White far exceeded the need of a student. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, what's this? Disagreement. Miss White and Mr. Dunn in a recent disagreement. Montague Dunn was planning to release Miss White from her position as Kew Gardens. We know that. Okay. Albert's ambition. And actually, I don't think that assistant, they dislike Montague Dunn, believing him to be libertine. Albert Dunn had promised to continue to support the family. Okay, let's see. This one is... Okay. God, there's just all this stuff all over the place. Oh. There we go. Sorry. Wrong one. Alright. Meanwhile... Anyway. White's situation. Margaret White's studies and social situation were completely dependent upon Montague Dunn's wealth. What, like a sugar daddy or something? White's studies. She enjoys the work. Huh. Nope. Never mind. Well, that one, let's see. Nope. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's clearly not the answer. I'm just throwing together clues for no reason. That's not a detective, Vauldemare. That's not how you do things. Actually, nope. Alright, let's see what clues have popped up to. So I need to do research on those. Dialogue option for Martin. I need to do some, what was that? A couple of dialogue options. Okay. And then we need to go back to the house for some research and experimentations.
What is your opinion of
Albert
Albert
Dunn.
as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Liar!
I
Photograph
do
of
not
father.
think so.
Good.
This
Gotcha.
photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father, so it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
Doing it for the greatness of whatever it is you're working on, but yet no one will ever remember you, and that's kind of why some people do that
the
stuff.
Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
There is a bust of Montague
No,
Dunn in the
have.
nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room, in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
That is not true. Well,
It
the
is
fragment,
strange,
for one.
because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently. Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Alright, well, let's see if I can connect anymore. Okay. Okay, let's see. We got the new director. Is he here to? Who's generally the role? I don't think that currently has anything to do with. Let's see. God, I wish it all stuck together. It keeps moving around. Albert's ambition. Albert's humiliation. Toward his son's dream of joining. I wonder if those go together. Hold on. Ah, stop it. There we go. Okay, let's see what this says. Motive, had a motive to kill his father. Done with sword, Albert Jr. joined the Royal Navy. By killing his father, Albert could have revenge and eventually succeed in his father's place. That's possible. Let's see. What would that? I chose his ambition, by the way. Hamish believed that he and his father lives have been ruined by Dunn, who had taken the credit for all the work. Hamish wished to take over the director, but he knew that would not be possible while Dunn was alive. So that's another possibility. Looks like I have no. I'm currently out of clues. So let's make some more clues. We need to do some research. Yeah. So we need to check, we need to do some, see what the chemical is, and then we need to, because I know there's a, oh, because we still got Toby with us. There's a couple, and there's been a couple things I still can't access, like that, like the ventilation and stuff like that. And it's been a while since we put together a contraption of sorts, so perhaps that'll be some time in the way, on the way, whatever. Ooh, excuse me. Munching on the munchies. Alright, let's see. We need to search the case file, so we need to go back to the newspapers, it looks like. Alright. 89. Members of the Divine Syndicate passed the whole case. Okay. The Strand. Scandal at the Divine Syndicate Club. The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Traywin, situated at 48 Grosvenor Street, Carlton Road, protectors of plants and more, particularly trees, are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial maleficence. God. Ugh. It may be that this investigation will lead to the charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has been given as its goal the defense and protection of nature, tree huggers, which incorporate many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party. Oops, yes.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Okay, now we got a new. I guess we got a new person to talk to. All right, what's the sex secrets? Sex secrets.
Let us determine.
Let's see what this liquid is.
Here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Don't call me Shirley. I mean, pipette. Alright. Let's put it in a little doink. We're just going to use all of it, huh? Alright. So now we need to put one of the tubes up there.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Yeah. Holmes is ballsy sometimes. He's just like drinking. He's like, what are you doing, idiot? Like, what? You gotta taste it. Is that the same reaction you get if you tasted if you like smelled
colorless,
animal
tiny
poop,
crystals that
you
are
know?
soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention. Jeez. There you go.
Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer.
Okay.
Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Okay then. Interesting. Alright, so now we have a dialogue option on the... Wait. Or maybe that's a dialogue option for the actual Divine Syndicate itself. Let's go check it out. Let us see what this Divine Syndicate is. These hugger of trees, as it were. These men, if trees were real people, they would like to have sex with them. Hey, if you've seen pictures of dryads in fantasy, I would consider it too. Except, obviously, pictures are drawn by probably like men or women who just want to anthropomorphize a tree. But hey,
This place
if it looks
is
titillating,
beautiful,
it is titillating.
Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
It's Eastern culture. Should have seen that coming. I didn't think there was anything like that in London at the time. Like I know in more modern Britain and like even places in America they have places like these because they accept more different cultures around there. But oh well, I don't know. Maybe it is true. Maybe we're not supposed to step in a circle, but we're gonna do it anyway, aren't we? Because we're jackasses.
Good day
His
to you,
chi
sir.
circle, as it
My
were.
name is Sherlock.
Or key, depending on how you pronounce it.
I am exalting the sap. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
What is this guy's Yoda long lost brother? Or he's actually talking like a dangling participle, which is pretty much what he's doing. A dangling participle, I am. He's got a tattoo. Surprise, surprise. Nah. It's not like he's a tattooed monk or a Tibetan monk or something, but calluses, so he's either dug in the ground or I assume he doesn't actually know martial arts. It's more meditation, if anything. Because isn't that what... Not karate. What is it? There is a martial art that is mainly meditative, if I remember correctly. It just conveniently can be used for other such things. But the point of it is that it's meditative.
In the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate. Glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees,
Those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
A strange notion indeed, and this is a strange man. We'll learn more about him and his divine syndicate next time on... I didn't even do that all. I should be like, next time, or yell, but I don't really like yelling that much. Well, in the next episode, we'll learn more about him, and hopefully we'll get closer to solving this mystery. Does this man have anything to do with the proposed death of Dunn, or is he just kind of a red herring, as it were? Or green herring in this case. See y'all next time.